Hey guys, Vic here, back with a very special, different video anyway. Certainly a different video. We're going to do our best of 2016. I don't know if I did one last year or not. I might have, I can't remember, I genuinely can't remember. I know that I got very sick of watching them around this time. But I genuinely just want to put on tape my favourite things of this year, because it's been a big year. You know, I've done a lot of reviews this year, I've come into contact, I've purchased a lot of items this year, and I really want to maybe it's just for my own personal benefit. I just want a record in time of what I liked at this exact moment. So I'm going to do a best of 2016, just like everyone else has. I'm going to try and make the video as interesting as possible. You know, we're showing each individual thing and pictures and what have you. But let's just get cracked into it. For the purposes of this video, or not for the purposes of, but during the video, I'm going to be vaping on this. This is the MPV4. Look at that, MPV4. Now, it's pictures that have gone round of it. Oh, I should say this is a Christmas edition sent to me by George Dominican. Very kind, very cool. The pictures that have gone round of it, it looks really big. It's not at all. If you look at the Coolfire 4, look at the Coolfire 4 Plus, very similar, just a different shape. And this has got 4,500 mAh in it, and it really has as well. But you don't know what RDA I'm vaping on. One from the past, sent to me by the beautiful Craig/Gary from ID Loam Show. The Holmes, it's the Holmes V2. It's a cracking flavour cracking flavour RDA. It's like a Kennedy before Kennedy's. But it's got a few things that I like more than a Kennedy. Like, it doesn't trap your cotton. And you can make a really nice reservoir for it. But yeah, it's great flavour. I've got this as well. We'll start in a minute, don't worry. I'm vaping on Yogi Blueberry Granola Bar. And I got this from Prohibition Vapes in Tunbridge Wells. Great guys. It's expensive. It's really expensive. I'm not even going to tell you how much it cost. But it's really expensive, but it's really nice. So right, let's do it. I've got it in categories. I've got RDA, clearomizers, Mech tube, regulated mods, RDAs, and juice. And the juice will just be a bleh. Okay, so first things first. RDAs. I love my RDAs. It's been a funny year for RDAs, because there's been two separate strands of RDAs. There's been everything to do with the squonking and everything to do with mechs and tubes, and so it's gone in two different directions. So some people are going to rave about the Kennedy, some people are going to rave about the Rogue Force and all those things, and I'm sure they're all great. But remember, this is my favourites of 2016. So there may be way better stuff out there, but it's just what tickled me. So, first things first, the Hobo Drifter. I got a Hobo Drifter for squonking. I got it on my eFusion DNA squonker, and I thought it was a fantastic RDA. Very much enjoyed it. I got a bit tired of squonking, so I did actually move it on. It was, the Yati was perfectly designed for squonking, so I let that go with it. But the Hobo Drifter I really liked. It was so refreshing to go back to an RDA that was reduced. You didn't need megawatts. It had a nice juice well. It squonked perfectly. The airflow was perfect for me. It would have been too small for a lot of people, but it reduced, smaller airflow. 50 watts felt like 80 watts, with these area drippers that you have now. Super well machined, widely available. Not cheap, but worth it. totally worth it. So the Hobo Drifter is one of my 3 RDAs. The next one is the Petrie V2. Just love the build deck on the Petrie so much. It's just so brilliant. It's such a brilliant deck. You literally just shove your 2 coils in, pinch them with your fingers, and tighten those bolts up. And it's done. And it made your every build you did was centered because of the 2-post style. Nice big post holes, so you never had any trouble with that. You could put crazy builds in. When you see all these coil art, build porn pictures, a lot of the time they're either on a Goon or a Petrie, and that's because they're so great to build on. And I loved how customizable the Petrie was as well. Super well made. I know it's made in China, but they obviously have severe quality control on them because they're great. I loved the bigger drip tip. I loved the area cap. All the colours are amazing and stuff. And I got rid of that one as well, simply because it was gold. I'm going to buy another one in another colour. I just didn't have anything that went with the goldness, so I moved it on. And last, but probably best, is the Goon. We've got the Goon here, got a lovely drip tip on it, and that's one of the great things about the Goon, all these drip tips that are available. This needs to just become a standard size. Is it 901 or something like that? Kennedy fits and Goon fits, I think, the same. The Goon, man. The Goon. The deck, obviously a big feature of the Goon. These clamp style posts, just allowing you to do whatever you want. Also allows you to remove the build and put it back in again, which is great. The clamp thing, is a real innovation this year. The clamp deck, superb. But on top of all that, with the Goon is build quality. Look, you can hold this by the top cap. Yeah, if you want to remove it, it removes so easy. The O-rings are immaculate. The Goon 24 or the Goon 22, it doesn't matter. That just depends on how you build. I think the Goon is beautiful. Just a fantastic RDA. I think in 12 months' time, we will still consider the Goon a fantastic RDA. It feels timeless to me. It's got everything that you want from an RDA, really. Genuinely believe that. The Goon, absolute front runner there. 2 special mentions. The Troll V2. I want to have some juice on it. Yeah. The Troll V2. I use every day, every single day, way more affordable than the other ones I've mentioned. I use it every day. It's absolutely fine. Nice deck, easy to use, nice big juice well, doesn't do anything wrong, nice drip tip size. I use it every day. This setup I use every day. And we'll come back to this because it's got one of my favourite juices in as well, which is part of the reason I use it every day. But the Troll has been absolutely solid. If you just want a cheap, cloudy RDA, the Troll V2 is awesome. And I actually use 2 of them every day. So yeah, that's fantastic. Special mention as well. So the Troll is a special mention. It's not in my top 3, but another special mention for the Velocity. Cisco and Dino invented something there that completely changed this year's vaping. That Velocity deck, so popular, and so it has to get a special mention as well. So the Velocity gets a special mention mainly because of that deck. Fantastic deck design, so clever, and revolutionary, really. Clearomizers. Okay, so clearomizers is insanely broad. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say under 50 watts, the S-Tok Mega by Vapresso. Blow me away, that's clearomizer has, and I can't mention it enough. I can't praise it enough. I use it every day at work. 44 watts, Bosch. It's the coil heads are cheap. The tank is cheap. It's so well made, the flavour's excellent, the clouds are excellent, the coil heads are excellent, and it's blown me away, that tank. I've had a couple of dud heads, but I've used about 7 heads, so, you know, that's probably standard. And when I say a dud head, I still got 15mm out of it before swapping it. So, a fantastic, fantastic tank, the S-Toc. Over 50 watts is probably a closer race, you know. For me, personally, over 50 watts, it's this. Have I got anything in here? Oh, this might be dicey, but this is this. I know it's not great looking, but the U-Well D1. Great flavour, great build quality, coil heads on point. Although it's weird looking, the U-Well D1 is my favourite over 50 watt sub-tank at the moment. Close runners against that is the whole TF-V8 family. TF-V8's smashed it out of the park this year, if you like that really cloudiness. But for me, the flavour's better on the D1. You can't go as high wattage, but the flavour is better on the D1, so that's why it gets it. But special mention for TF-V8, and also a special mention for the Freemax Star Pure. If you don't have a problem with ceramic, then get on top of that, because the flavour is immense on that clearomizer. Very, very good clearomizer. So that Freemax Star Pure gets a special mention as well. Mech tubes. Now, not really my field of expertise at all, the Mech tube. I still rock this on the daily. Got any juice in here? Yeah. I still rock this on the daily. I still love this. This is the Phantom with the hybrided Troll V2. There's another one on top, and I just think that was great. Obviously, it's not fancy, it's not expensive. But I still really like the Phantom. If you're looking for an affordable mech, it's there. The Mech do one as well, Skylark or something like that. So there's Mech one and there's that Watofo one, affordable mechs. So check those out. But genuine best mechs of the year. I think you can't look past the Rogue and the Kennedy. I don't think, for 2016. Rogues and Kennedys have absolutely smashed it. Rogue, in terms of their technology, the fact that they've done that really clever button, so it removes arcing, micro arcing, and all that stuff. Super well made. It looks very cool as well, and they've absolutely smashed it, especially in the UK. In the UK, the Rogues are like gold dust, and everyone's after a Rogue. Simulate Kennedy, I've absolutely knocked it out of the park as well this year. I've had a go on both of these things. I just don't own them. I don't need them. It's not how I vape. But yeah, the Kennedy, you can't look past the Kennedy either. Build quality, excellent. Looks great. There's a version for everyone now. There's a 24 one, there's a 25 one. They look great. So popular, and so I'd probably say, although it's not my field of expertise, if I had to pick out Mech tubes, if I had to go and vape Mech tubes, and so I wanted to go and get one, I'd either get a Rogue, a Kennedy, or both. Those two are the big ones, I think, this year. Regulated mods. Now, this is so hard because there's so many regulated mods, and I think we have reached a point in 2016 where everyone's caught up. I feel like in 2016 everyone's caught up. Inikin have a great board, Asmodus have a great board, Evolve have a great board, Yi have a great board, and they're all in all of these mods. And so really we're almost back down to form factor now. Affordability, form factor, build quality. And when I'm talking about regulated mods for the purposes of this video, I'm not talking about the super high end stuff. Obviously there are some incredible high-end mods, but I'm talking about fairly mainstream here. So with that in mind, my favourite mods of the year are the RX2/3. The RX200, I mean, I know it was a lot earlier in the year, but we can't underestimate the impact the original RX200 had. Suddenly made 3-cell 200 watt mod affordable for the masses, and they were bought in their droves. I dread to think how many thousands of units of that they sold. Everyone's got one. You've got one. Everyone's got one. And they improved on it and improved on it. They improved the screen, they improved the design, and they improved on it. And the RX2/3 I think is the pinnacle of that. I really, really enjoy it in 2 mode. Really enjoy it in 2 mode. This again is an absolute daily for me. Really big fan of this. I think it's really well built, firmware upgradable. You can change the door out of battery if you want. Great screen, super screen. Really nice thing. A really, really nice thing. So the RX2/3 is one of them. The Minikin V2, fabulous mod again. Touchscreen that wasn't too touchy. It was just the right amount of use of a touchscreen. Very functional, very easy to use. Incredible battery life on that. I don't know why, I don't know how, but the battery life was special on that mod. Also, the form factor. They got it so small. I don't know how or why, again, but they seem to find a way to get that really small. It's a really nice size. 2-cell, tiny in the hand. Nice rubberized feel. I know that is a problem for some people, but mine was great. It felt great. It worked great, and I loved it. So the Minikin V2, the DNA 200 E-Fusion range, and you can pick any you like from this. I think Lost Vape, is it? They did a fantastic job with the E-Fusion range this year. Again, making DNA 200 mods look great and be widely available for the masses. I know so many people still rocking them all the time. I had the Squonker version, but what I really would have liked is the 133 version. Fabulous mod, great mod, really well made. They look great, customizable, well made, widely available, very well priced when you consider what's there. That DNA chip, the DNA board, was fabulous. Awesome board. So I thought about which DNA 200s have really made an impact this year, and I would say those have probably as much as anyone else's DNA 200s. So and it's a mod that I would buy in a heartbeat. If I needed another mod, I would buy that in a heartbeat. And I've still sort of got one eye open for one to come up on a second-hand page or something. An E-Fusion 133. So that's one as well. And then this is my favourite mod. This is just literally my favourite mod. I don't know. I can't speak to its impact or to sales or other people's opinion of this. This is just my favourite mod, point blank. This is the Vapor Flask SX Yeehee version. So the Flask SX, and you can see it has a Yeehee board in there. Dual parallel batteries. Dual parallel batteries, giving this incredible battery life. So comfy in the hand. And again, just a mod that I use every day, all day, every day. If I'm going out to a vape shop, vape me, this is always going to be on there. It's always going to be there. Battery life is insane, so comfy, fits so nicely in the pocket, considering it's a dual battery. I just love the mod. I love the mod. And again, on the second-hand pages, you can get a bargain on that. It was £200, £215, I think, when it was released. But you can get some really good deals on those now. And I just love the board, love the shape, love the mod, love the battery life, love the look of it, feel of it, everything. It's my favourite mod. So that gets a mention as well. There's loads of others. It's absolutely loads. I'm staring at them all here. I mean, there's absolutely loads of decent mods. Absolutely loads of decent mods. And if you're wondering why I'm not mentioning any of the special mods I've got, like the TYV Hexome or the Mod Maker PWM box or my all these other special mods that I've got. I'm going to do a mod showcase as well after Christmas of my personal mods and how I got them, why I got them, why I never reviewed them, my personal collection, if you like. It's not a crazy collection like Todd's or anything like that, but I've just got mods that are special to me, and I'm going to do that in the new after Christmas. And I can't really count those in this, because this is meant to be a list for people to go and check out these things and maybe pick up if they're still looking for something. But those are my favourite regulated mods of 2016. RTAs it has been, in my opinion, the year of the RTAs. Squonking has obviously got skyrocketed, absolutely skyrocketed. But RTAs have been coming out 2 a week, 2 RTAs a week, something like that. Certainly an RTA a week. It has been crazy. I don't exactly know why, what caused this, but there have been some amazing RTAs come out. There was a little period in the middle of 2016 where every RTA looked the same. I think it was when the Griffin did so well. Everyone seemed to just replicate the Griffin for like a month or two. But there's been some really great RTAs. So, again, I just want to mention my favourites. So, we've got this little puppy here. This is the Coil Art Mage. The Coil Art Mage is in my need to rebuild pile. I think it's great. It's very, very closely, heavily influenced by the Moonshot by Sigeli, which was a super, super, super flavour RTA, high power flavour RTA. But this one was very similar, but so much more easy to build on. I found the Moonshot a bit of a pain to build on, and so I ended up gravitating towards this. And again, I use this all the time. The flavour's fantastic. So I really like that. Not really going to go into the dripper tank thing, because it's not an area that I'm super into, but I will say that I really have enjoyed the Azeroth dripper tank. Really, really, really awesome. There are some really good other ones as well, but I've really enjoyed the Coil Art Azeroth as well. The K-Fun 5, I've had a go on a K-Fun 5. I've several goes at several different places on K-Fun 5s. Great to see K-Fun bring it back this year. The V4 was a disappointment to a lot of people. It was to me. It was really over-engineered and over-complicated, and it didn't really move the vape forward. The K-Fun 5, I think, has been a really nice positive, a really nice touch to 2016. A nice little comeback story in a way. It never went away. The K-Fun Lite is still as good a mouth-to-lung RTA as you will find in the world, and they're still selling after all this time. They're still selling daily in shops up and down the country. Fantastic RTA, truly fantastic RTA. But it was nice to see K-Fun move it forward. K-Fun 5, simple, elegant. They upped the airflow, but still allowed you to get a mouth-to-lung kit if you wanted a mouth-to-lung kit. I can see why so many people are enjoying the K-Fun 5. I think the K-Fun 5 was a big success. A really big success. I want to mention the Conqueror as well. I've got the Conqueror Mini here. You can count either in your thing. Just depends on what you want. But the Conqueror, purely for the deck and the wicking method, I thought was brilliant. And the flavour that creates. A brilliant, a really great deck, and created really great flavour. But I want to mention the Conqueror because that was almost the first big move by Wotofo into the RTA thing. That was when they first really nailed an original design, and they smashed it with that. I thought the Conqueror was brilliant, so I'm just going to mention that one as well. Another one I want to mention, I've already vaped on it once already today, but the Merlin Mini. The Merlin Mini. This is brilliant. this is a brilliant RTA. It had its foibles when I first got it, and sort of little frustrations and things, but I stand by my review on it. I think it's an absolutely brilliant RTA. Clouds and Flavour, 24mm, not bad looking, I don't think. And this again, this is a setup I'm using all the time and have been for months. 2 months, I would say, solidly every day. So loving that. My best RTA, in my opinion, the best. Don't forget that there's loads of RTAs I haven't tried. There's loads of vape stuff I haven't tried this year. There's some brilliant high-end stuff now. There's some really, truly great high-end RTAs. Skyline and, there's some brilliant high-end RTAs. But those to one side, because I haven't got them, I haven't used them enough. Those to one side, the Goblin Mini V3 is class. Absolutely class. I think it's fantastic. Really nice draw, really cool airflow, really well made, really well built, really clever juice flow. Just fantastic. You can get an extender if you want. The vape quality is fantastic. It's really tasty. Piece of cake to wick. Comes with 2 different decks. I'm not reviewing it right now, but it's genuinely my favourite RTA right now. The Goblin Mini V3, and if you're inclined, that is the one that I would recommend to anyone to pick up. Pick up a Goblin Mini V3. You'll be very, very impressed and surprised with how great it is. So that's RTAs. Now, juice, I'm not going to do juice as 2016. I'm just going to literally do, as of this very moment in time, my recommended juices, my favourite juices. See how juicy this is? Not too bad. So I'm just going to do my favourite juices right in this very moment. So at the end of 2016, these are my favourite juices, and I'm just going to churn them out. Mango Sticky Rice by the Vape Kitchen. When I get to work, I should have 120 mils of that waiting for me. Just ordered it. TYV Custard Donut. Oh no, where's it gone? Oh, it's always around. Anyway, I'm using that on the daily. TYV Custard Donut. Cracking, all day banger. Grumpy Custard. Don't know how easy this is going to be to get in future, but I love Grumpy Custard. Smashing my way through big bottles of that all the time. Banana Custard. This daily vape that I was on about, this daily dripping setup of the Troll V2 on the Battlestar. The Battlestar's not great, but it does a job. Banana Custard by Vapetasia from the Fruit and Custard line. Genuinely awesome. This and Monkey Jizz by Vape King are the best bananas I've tried by miles. By miles, the best 2 banana vapes I've tried by miles. I'm just vaping this all the time. It's just such a nice juice, and I personally really like the mango custard as well, but I can see why other people don't. So that one, also from Vapetasia, Killer Custard, still a big favourite of mine when I can get hold of it at a fair price. Yig from Grimcult, still think this is really great juice. And Donut Pounder from EpiCloud and Amber Juice, again, great, really enjoy that, smash through those. And Madge from At Home Dough, which is a TYV juice line. Madge, it's like oh god, how would you describe it? Sort of like a really fancy jam. It tastes like a really fancy jam to me, but it's really, really good. So that's it. Those are my best things. Obviously, if you've got this far, I should have said this earlier, damn it. But please comment below with your favourite thing. Maybe just one of each. Maybe your favourite mod of 2016, your favourite tank of 2016, your favourite RDA of 2016, your favourite juice of 2016. Yeah, just do that. Dripper, tank, juice, mod of 2016. Put in the comments. And everyone watching this, please read those comments, because this is just me personally. It's just my personal take. But I want to know what you. I want to know. Everybody needs to know what everyone thinks is great, so that you can make an informed decision. So read through. If there's something you see in there, that if someone says I like the Sigelifu chai, and you don't, just put on, you horrible cunt, I hate you. Just put that, something like that, as a reply. Don't do that, but feel free to engage in a little debate as to what is the best stuff. Let's get into it on the comments. I'll be replying. I'll be chatting on the comments as well. Just put your best stuff in the comments. These are my best things, my favourite things of the year. I guess you could argue overall quite low-endy, mid-endy stuff. I don't know, but that's what I come into contact with, I guess. That's what gets sent to me, that sort of stuff. So that's the sort of stuff that I've enjoyed, because I've had to use the most and all that stuff. But I've done 100 reviews this year, something like that. So this is quite a filtered list. We're talking about, I don't know, 15 items out of 100. So that's a lot of items that have gone, to the graveyard. Check this out. I'll show you this. Right, I don't know if I can. That is one of 2 graveyards. If you don't think I've tested enough sub-tanks, believe me, I have. Showing you all around the room. Right. But yes, so level back up. There we go. So I've gone through a lot of stuff to come to this list. Oh, we're way off now. What's going on here? Oh, we're descending into chaos. There we go. So we're descending into chaos now. But 2016, great times. Really good. Thanks for watching this year. Have a Merry Christmas. Whenever you end up watching this, I know it's a busy time, or if you don't watch it at all, fair play. Those are my best things, 2016. Put in the comments what yours are. I've been Vic, and I'll see you again soon.